Hi, my name is Desaya, and this is Chef Josh.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to the Millennial Hustle. This is our first video, so we're super excited. So like I said, we have Chef Josh here, and we're just going to talk about his business and how he got started, and I'm going to let him, kind of teach you all everything he knows. All right?
How y'all doing? I'm Chef Josh. I'm the owner and head chef of Double G's Eats. A little bit about myself. I'm a graduate from Sam Houston State University, and I am, really excited about this opportunity. But I got my start in college. I was bootlegging before I became legit, all right? But in college, I had this typical story of every college kid. Had fun, but found yourself on hard times. Coming from where I come from, we can't call home and ask for tuition money, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get a job. You have to, as a young black man, you have to go out there and make it work and try not to do nothing illegal. I kind of took the same sense I had growing up in the streets of Houston, Texas on Homestead, and I made an illegal hustle to an honest hustle. So what I did was I started selling food out of my college apartment. And one day I was just sitting down and me and my buddies was talking, and they was like, man, you always cooking. You need to try selling food. So, my first thing I did, I'll never forget this, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. I did leg quarters and barbecue baked beans and a slice of bread for $5. And while I was preparing the food, the lights went out in our apartment because I had so much electricity running through the circuits and stuff. And man, all my buddies, they pulled out their phones, had their flashlights over the pot so I could still cook. And that was really my start to where I'm at today. And I never forget those moments because you always have to remember that your upbringing, your roots is what makes you humble and grateful throughout the process.
That's right.
So started then, that was back in 2013. Graduated college, got a job. Lost the job, found myself cooking again just to make money, keep my bills going, car note and all that. Went from that to I finally did my first big catering gig. Now I'm doing all this stuff. I'm not legit. Don't know nothing about license. Don't know nothing about food handlers license, LLCs, nothing. Just out here trying to make an honest living. And 2018 is when I finally went legit. And now I'm one of the hottest chefs in Houston.
That's right. For
real. One of the hottest chefs, but everything that has happened in my life, it just kind of propelled me to where I'm at today. And even though I have a college degree, I find myself not even using it because this is my purpose in life. So all the time, you don't have to go to college to get ahead in life. Just, stay true to your guns and keep your 10 toes down and work on your purpose. It'll work out for you. It's a lot more went into that, but we're going to keep it condensed.
So, along your journey of, how did you go about building up clientele and just getting your name out there?
Well, one of the first things I did, I'm gonna take it back to college. Me and my buddy AD at the time was cooking together, and I was thinking I wasn't really into like the technology and stuff at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking old school, like go print out flyers.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. So man, we took all our money. We went to this Kinko's in Huntsville. We mass produced a bunch of flyers. We had like over 2,000 flyers. So at nighttime when everybody was asleep, we'll get up, me, my partner Kevin, AD, we're gonna put flyers in people's windows, we'll go on campus and put them around like the student center, different apartments and dorms. We used to give some to the girls, be like, hey, if you see some dudes on the yard, pass these out to them. Y'all meal gonna be free type stuff, And girls like to eat, so.
That's right.
But, I kind of started doing it like that, and once I started treading that type of trade, I started to get on Instagram, And then we used to have an app called Kick.
I remember.
We used Kick for a little bit, you know, everybody was like, hey, y'all just put me on there, hype me up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of like built up steam. And then I tell anybody, even to this day, the best advertisement is word of mouth, hands down. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. If somebody eats your food and they love it, I guarantee you they're going to talk about it. And they're going to talk about it to somebody else. And when they need services, it's going to come back around. Because, I mean, many times, even to the transition now, where I'm at now as far as food, I'm more social media savvy. And, you know, you get some hits on social media. And my Instagram has blown up from when I first started, you know. But it's still word of mouth. A lot of people that add me on Instagram like, yeah, I heard such and such talking about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you have to really put the footwork in. It's not going to happen overnight. I tell anybody that. It's not going to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? That was way back in 2013. It's 2021. It took me like 8 years to get where I'm at now. And I'm still trying to excel and propel in my business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, word of mouth. Then I started hitting the social media platforms, started having people share my stuff. And now, it just took off from there.
As far as like licensing and all that goes, how did you, the legal stuff, you know, the not so fun stuff of the business, the
legalities.
Yeah, how'd you go about learning what you needed and, you know, if you could do it, if, you know, there's someone watching who wants to start up a catering business, what would you tell them as far as advice on the back end stuff?
Okay. I'm going to say this, one thing. You have to get knowledge of whatever you're trying to pursue. I know you had that hustle mentality in you, but you have to get knowledge of what you're trying to pursue. And I say this because I've always wanted to cook. Even a little boy used to go in the backyard with my daddy, he'll barbecue. That's how I got started. You know, I used to be in the kitchen with mama and them on Sunday watching them fried chicken, you know. I went outside and played. I was an athlete and all that, you know. Went to college, played sports and everything, so. But as far as the legalities of a catering business, I'm going to tell you what happened to me. And I was like, I didn't know nothing about that. I was actually cooking for a sorority in college. And they had sent my information to the venue, you know what I'm saying? They had already paid their deposit. You know, I already bought food and everything. You know, like, oh yeah, it's easy. I got this, you know what I'm saying? Man, boom. The lady from the building hit me. And she was like, hey, Mr. Harris, how you doing? I hear that you are the caterer for this event coming up. I need you to send me in all of your paperwork.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, paperwork? I just sent you her. I just sent her the menu, you know what I'm saying?
You got all you need right there.
That's all you need. So I emailed her, I sent you the paperwork. She's like, no, I need your licenses.
Oh, man.
I was like, licenses? She's like, yeah, I need your food handlers. I need your LLC insurance, I need all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Push come to shove, at the time I didn't have the money, so I had to make up a lie about where I could do the event. But they taught me, you know what I'm saying, you got to have your food license, your handler's license. I recommend anybody to have your LLC. Detach yourself from your business. Yes, that's still your business, but worst case scenario, anything happen, they can attack your business, they can't come for your personal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a sole proprietor, because when you're a sole proprietor, your business and you are one. So I tell anybody, get your LLC. I had to get catering insurance. And with the catering insurance, it's just like auto insurance. You have to get, if anything happened to the property while you're at the event, if anybody get food poisoning, if they say that you broke anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have insurance, you have to have your food handlers, you have to have your food preparation license, you have to have your I can't think of the name, I just went blank, but how to temper your food, like hot to cold, cold to hot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have those type of things, and you know, it was trial and error when I first started, but you know, over the years, and I had people like my younger brother Jeremy, who's a whiz at many things. My boy Kevin, he like, man, let me do this, let me do that. So you gotta have good people on your team too. That's a key thing. You got to have good people on your team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see good,
Yeah.
see you do good. A bunch of people don't want you to see do better than them. You need to find the ones who want to see you be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they help me out with some legalities and stuff like that. So I'm a fool. You can Google me now. It's gonna pop up.
Hey, we legit.
Yeah, I'm legit now. So, but I tell anybody, like, do some research. You know, this day and age, we don't want to take our time. We got this handheld computer in our hand, our cell phone. We don't want to read, we skim through stuff. But if you really want to do it, you're gonna do some research behind it, so that you know, so you can get a whole view of what you need to be successful and what you're trying to accomplish.
And it takes money to make money.
It takes money. Hey, she said it. Listen, it takes money to make money. I'm gonna get that on a shirt. It takes money.
Make sure I get one too.
Yeah, it takes money to make money. You have to spend money in order to make money. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, I can tell you I have spent thousands of dollars on equipment and stuff like that, but I don't really mind because I go make one sale, I get all that money back. But I always tell people this, it's a analogy. It's better to have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, it's better to have something already than when it comes down to crunch time and you go looking for it, you don't have it and can't nobody find it. So a lot of times I buy in future, like, okay, maybe I might have this come up, let me go and get this while it's on sale. Y'all get hit the sales, y'all. Hey, it's cheap. Be cheap in your business.
Yeah, that's right. You got to save money also.
Save money.
So as far as, I feel like a lot of starting up new businesses, it's, especially when you're young, you don't have a whole lot of money, and it can be, you know, when you only have $200 in your bank account, spending $50 on this piece of equipment or food or licensing or whatever, that can be significant, you know, especially when you got car note due, you got rent due, and, you know, a lot of things that we're dealing with as, you know, young adults. So how did you go about saving up and just figuring out a way to finance your business? Did you get investors? And if so, how'd you go about that process also?
Well,
and not get, you know, taken advantage of?
One thing I can say is that I'm a risk taker. I always have been. Even when I was in school, I used to get in trouble because I jump out the monkey balls. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a risk taker. When it comes to budgeting and prioritizing, I'm not just gonna say your business expenses, but your personal expenses as well. If you're trying to get somewhere in life, you have to buckle down and sacrifice some things in life. Hear me and hear me good. You have to buckle down and sacrifice some things in life. So, for me, for instance, when my friends used to go out, go clubbing, you know, it's $20 to get in. You gonna get in, you gonna want a drink. That's gonna be another $25, $30. That's $50 right there. Sometimes you have to say no so that you can get to your yes. Let me say it again. Sometimes you have to say no so you can get to your yes. And what I mean by that is you have to sometimes sacrifice the fun for the longevity of what you're trying to do. You know,
Work hard now, play
work
later.
hard now, play later. You know, I'm 29 years old now. You know, and I sacrificed a lot when I was 25, 26, you know, 27, right before I got married, because I knew where I was trying to go in my business. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as investors, I can say this: I've never had an investor. I'm black owned, black proud, by myself. I've never had an investor. My biggest investor I had was my grandfather. He passed. And y'all, that's who Double G's name behind. My grandfather's name was Gilbert James, and the Double G stands for Gilbert's grandson. So that's why I get Double G's from. He was the driving force and inspiration behind my business. You know, when I first started out, my papa would go buy me 3-4 briskets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, son, here you go. Here you go $100. I know you're trying to do something. Just give it back to me when you can. So we gonna count that as an investor, but yeah, that was him and my grandmother. They, you know, they pulled into my business a whole lot when I first got started. My wife, man, like, you know, my wife, she was the one that got my barbecue pit for me. you know. So she seen the vision in me. So she invested in me, and now I done paid for the barbecue pit 10, 15 times over. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the average person who, let's just say you don't have that help, or you don't have that person that's, you know, believing in you like you believe in you, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? All the time you can't go in the mall and buy some new shoes. You gotta go buy you a box of baking soda and get you some water and clean the ones you already got. You know, because it's about making sacrifices. And it sounds hard, right? It feels hard. I know you feel drained. I know you feel tired. You may even get depressed. You may, you know, hang your head down and stuff. But look at me, y'all. I've been there. I know how it feels, but I promise you it all works out for your good in the end. The harder you go for your business, the more your business will turn out for you.
You get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah, you get out of what you put into it. You know, like, I mean, y'all can just look on social media. How many people y'all have seen started doing something in 6 months' time, you don't see nothing else? You know what I'm saying? That's because they're not really putting in the work and the effort behind their business. You know, I'm a young man. I work a 50-hour work week. I still prioritize my business. I get it done anyway, anyhow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I gotta get off of work and go run across town and pick up something, I'm gonna do that because I want my business to be successful. I don't want to punch a clock the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I just had a baby, a young baby boy, and the only reason I'm, working for anybody is because of health benefits. But I'm on track. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably quit next week. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that's what I'm talking about, the sacrifice. Like, do I need to work? No, I don't. But I have to work because I need those benefits for my child. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't working from 2017 to 2020. I didn't have a job. My wife told me she got pregnant. I had to go get a job. A good paying job though, But it's just the fact of that sacrifice. And even with me working, I still never put double G on the back burner. I get off. I got private diners. I still cook every weekend, you know what I'm saying? So I always have those blueprints and footsteps to where I'm trying to get with my business.
One thing I've learned growing up and, even outside of business is make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people. Like-minded individuals, people, not everybody can see as far as you can see or see your vision and understand it. So, surrounding yourself with like-minded people is really important, and just having the right people on your squad. You got friends, but not all of them are rooting for you. You know what I mean? The way you're rooting for yourself. They don't always see the vision, and they don't necessarily support. You got people asking for discounts and things like that. Stay firm in your beliefs and what you believe, and if you believe in your business and your hustle and everything, show that. People gonna pay for it.
I can say this to add to Lady D point she just made. I'm finna be honest with y'all, so I'm gonna take it. It might hurt. The ones you think will be there to support you will be the main ones that are gonna let you down. It can be your family, it can be your close friends, your best friends. Main ones that will let you down are ones that you feel as if are closest to you. Not in all cases, but in most cases, it's gonna happen. And you can't really prepare yourself mentally for that, emotionally for that, because sometimes you be like, but man, we grew up in, we came up in diapers together. I thought it'd be you to come out here and help me support. You know what I'm saying? Or post me or share my post or something like that. And
it literally takes nothing to share.
It takes nothing to press share and send. You ain't gotta type nothing, just share. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people who are closest to you are gonna be the ones that let you down. And I'm speaking from experience in my life with my business. A lot of people like, oh yeah, bro, man, yeah. That's gonna be a good idea. As long as I was, doing small jobs. Oh yeah, my boy out here doing it. But it's like, as soon as you take that leap of faith and you get that big job, and now they, become jealous or envious of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, don't get mad at them. You just got to accept people for who they are. You got to put people in your place. T.D. Jakes said something very important. He said that all friends are not meant to be in your circle. And I was like, if they your friend, they should be in your circle. He said, no, all friends are not meant to be in your circle. What he was saying was, I have a friend that's an electrician. I don't call him by coming clean my pool.
Right.
I call him by fixing my lights.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to put your friends in certain places in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as dealing with that though, it was just like fuel to the fire. Like, I remember one time I became so enraged riding home. I was like, man, like, they supposed to be my people. Like, they supposed to be supporting me. Like, why they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why they not supporting me, man? You know what? Then something just came and like, just keep going hard and post more. And the harder I went, the more I post and post and post. And now they don't like your stuff, but everybody they follow liking your stuff. So now they got to see it anyway. Hey, that's how. Hey, you can be petty in this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, on Facebook with certain people, your friend like your stuff repeatedly, it started popping up on their screen.
On their page too.
You know what I'm saying? So I just had to change that anger and turn into really like a hustle game. Like, you know what? I'm gonna make you see this even if you don't want to see this. You know what I'm saying? Even if you block me, when people post me, it's gonna say, you cannot read the post, but it's gonna say my name in there. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta turn that anger and let it fuel your fire for your passion and what you're trying to do, man. Like, I can't express this enough. Like, I got this far because I never gave up. Many times I just sat at the edge of the bed like, you know what I'm doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there, like, you really ain't making no money doing this. You wasting your time, you spending your wheels, you be tired, you beating your body up, going from here to there, spending all your money. But the end game is greater than any hardship you fall down on while you're getting to the place. So you gotta just trust the process.
Yeah.
You gotta trust the process. And, like I said, a lot of stuff sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Like, you have to trust the process. Once you start, don't stop.
That's right. Push the gas.
Like, don't stop. Y'all don't hear nothing else I say today. Once you start, don't stop. Because when you stop, I'm gonna tell you 3 things that happen. You let yourself down, you give your haters fuel, and you'll never know how you would have finished if you never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to let yourself down. You don't want to give them no fuel. And you want to know how you're going to end if you don't stop.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, your business may not take off. And I had to learn this in business. I seen other people that was chefs and caterers. They just jump out there. They flying to Miami. They all in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Cooking for James Harden.
Yeah, I'm like, what's up? Like, dang, like, I've been doing this.
When is my turn?
When is my turn? Like, when that one person gonna eat my food?
Yeah.
But everybody's purpose in life is different. Everybody's road in life is different. Like, you can't worry about the Joneses. You gotta keep up with yourself. Because all the time you don't know what these people are doing to get these contracts. You don't know what these people are doing to get these connections. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people sell themselves out just so they can, get up the ladder faster. I'm a firm believer in the footwork. You know what I'm saying? When you 10 toes down or whatever you're doing, it's gonna pay off eventually. And I'm a man of faith, so I talk to my God every day. I talk to him just how I'm talking to y'all. Like, look, God. I would talk to him on the way here today. I'm like, look, God. I've been really trying to go to the next level of this business. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to do all this and do all that. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? You just talk to him like that. You
Be real, 100%.
You ain't got to get all down and all that extra stuff. Just, talk to him, And I really believe that God hear me when I talk to him, because a lot of times when I was finna give up, it's like my phone ring, hey, can you do this for me? I be like, man. Like, man, this guy here, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he always come through for me. So if he don't let me down, how can I let him? Let
That's
people
right.
down. How can I let him down? You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep going. So don't measure your success upon nobody else's. Like your success is yours. It's personally tailored and constructed for you. You, not nobody else. You, like that's all you. So when you sit down and tell your story, people can be like, dang, you would do all that just to get here? You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't an easy route. So
But it's worth it.
it's definitely worth it, though. It's definitely worth it.
All right, and before we wrap up, do you have any last minute kind of inspirations and little tidbits that you want to share with everybody? And also make sure you give us your social media so everyone can go follow you too.
Okay, cool. One little last piece of advice, anybody that's in the entrepreneur business thinking about it, first you have to have patience. You have to have patience because it's not going to happen overnight. You have to have patience. You have to sit there. It's going to be hard sometimes because you don't want to take out, but it's not your time. Second thing I tell you guys, time management. You got to know how to manage your time. Even when it seems like you got downtime, you could be doing something else to put your business in a better state. And if you have a family like me, I have a wife and a child at home. You have to learn balance. You have to have that family time. Then you gotta have daddy gotta get to it time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The fourth thing I want to let y'all know is make sure you guys have people around you that want to support you and see you do good. All right? The people around you are really going to push you when you feel like giving up. When you feel like, you don't want to do this no more. They're going to pour into you and, inspire you to keep going and keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So those 4 things, I ain't going to lie to y'all, it's going to get tough sometimes. You're going to have some long nights. You're going to be up. I'm a very, very masculine man, but I've cried. You know what I'm saying? Because you get so frustrated, so impatient. It's like, when is going to be my time? But y'all look at, I'm a living example. Like, look at me now, man. Like, I'm doing this, Like, no, I'm not boasting. I'm not cocky. I'm not none of that. Like, I'm grateful because I'm an inspiration to somebody else. A lot of people seen me lose jobs, get fired, car no get behind me. You know what I'm saying? And now me and my wife living in a nice house. I got a nice truck, got a barbecue trailer. My wife, she has nice things. We're not hurting for nothing. We blessing people, helping people, Like it feels good when you can do for others. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I can tell y'all. And hey, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is @G's_Eats. That's DOUBLEGZ_Eats. That's the Instagram. And my Facebook is Joshua Chef Josh Harris. All right, Joshua Chef Josh Harris. If y'all want to contact me, reach out, have any questions, please feel free. My email is DOUBLEGZ_Eats@yahoo.com. That's DOUBLEGZ_Eats@yahoo.com. I'm right with my fingers. If y'all want to reach out to me, ask me anything, like I respond back fast. My email is on my phone. I get the ding. So thank y'all.
Anyway. All right, thank you again, Chef Josh, for being here.
My pleasure.
And I want to thank all of you for watching and joining us on our channel. If you want to keep up with us, make sure you follow us on Instagram @_the Millennial Hustle. Keep up with all great things that we're doing here. And also, if you're interested in having your small business featured on the Millennial Hustle, be sure to email us at themillennialhustle.co@gmail.com. And also follow us on Instagram. And thank you all. Bye-bye.